So the question for this video is, can I incorporate a company in Singapore from abroad without visit? So let's see more details about this. Now before I answer this question, the three key points you should keep in mind are: foreigners are allowed to incorporate a company in Singapore with 100% shareholding. A foreigner can also become the foreign director of the company in addition to the local director or the local nominee director that you may have. And lastly, every company in Singapore needs at least one local resident director. And if you don't have one, we can provide you with a nominee director. Now, having understood this, company incorporation has two sides. The first part is the incorporation of the company. And this process, if you want, can be done without visit. So if you are staying in your home country and you are not able to travel for some reason, or as it happened during the COVID period, flights were not available, then in that case this can be easily done over a teleconference and video conference and so on. Now what we will do after all the documents are received, we can go through with identity verification through video conferencing, and where required we can ask for notarized documents to be couriered to us. So this part does not have a problem at all. Now the second part for the company incorporation is actually of a bank account opening. There is no point in having a company incorporated without a bank account, because if there is no bank account, you will not be able to transact or buy or sell products or services, whatever you are doing. Now, typically in Singapore, banks never used to allow remote opening of the bank account. However, during this coronavirus period, some banks have started allowing opening of the bank account remotely. So without visit, bank account opening is also becoming possible now. They also follow the similar procedure, like they do video conferencing and they will see you over the video call and also verify your original documents. And they may also have requirements to courier some of the documents notarized to their office address. And then once all these procedures are completed, the bank account opening process finishes and the bank account is opened. Now in this regard, keep few things noted, that in case if your business ownership structure of your Singapore entity is overly complicated, like there are multiple layers of corporate shareholdings, or if your business is in high risk industries, or if you have an unusual business models, then in that circumstances, banks may not allow remote opening of the bank account, and they may ask you to visit Singapore after the air travel curbs are lifted. In most of the other normal cases, the process is a bit slow because it is being done remotely and takes 2 to 3 weeks. So to be on the safer side, you should take 3 weeks as a parameter and plan your activities accordingly. So don't commit any transactions or any commitments to anybody by presuming that your bank account will get opened in 1 week or so. So the typical timeline that it appears is like this. First, the company incorporation takes approximately 1 week and it covers end-to-end process. So it will involve document submission, video call, incorporation, document signing by you, and then actual registration of the company and sending the documents out to you. And once this is completed, we will refer this case to the bank account for bank account opening to the bank representative, and it will take approximately 2 to 3 weeks. And again in this stage, document signing will happen. So you will sign the bank forms, identity verification will be done by the bank staff. Then obviously they will submit this case for internal approval of the bank, and then account opening and mailing of the bank account details will happen. So in summary, in 2020, from mid-year, remote incorporation and bank account opening is possible in Singapore. In 2021, some digital-only banks will start operations in Singapore. So they will provide more options to the customer for business bank account opening. And my guess is that most of them will allow remote bank account opening to the business customers who are foreigners.
Thank you for watching this video. This video was brought to you by Epica Consulting Singapore. Subscribe to our channel today to get notified when new videos are posted.